Hello and welcome to everyone here watching this video at this point in time. It's probably just you sitting and watching that video, but you could be having a party watching my videos, which I do recommend, as StarCraft is best watched with friends. It's a glorious Monday night, currently 11 p.m. where I am at. We're having a nice ZVZ on some Xel'Naga Caverns. A map strictly for 2v2 as there are only 1v1, I am sorry, as there are only 2 spawning points. And we have the ZVZ. The overlords are going to float over. They're going to intercept each other's paths eventually. They're pretty slow. KidCuervo is deciding to scout right away. An interesting choice. I guess he just wants to see exactly when the gas in the pool go down and all that good stuff. He is going to be mining slightly slower as a result compared to JuDiNi. And JuDiNi is chasing away the blue player's drone. Sorry if I pronounced your names wrong, just as a warning that I might do so. So I'll probably just refer to you as what color you are. Much easier to pronounce red and blue. So this pool is being created for the red player. No pool yet. There goes the pool for blue. Spawning right here, southern portion of the base. This poor drone is going to get surrounded and eaten by the other drones. So, we're going to take a look. Workers killed, 1. So, red is at a disadvantage already, kind of. Losing that drone's never good. You want to keep all the drones you can get. They give you money. Spawning pool finished here. There's no gas taken. So probably going to see... Yep, there's the queen being made when he had the money. We have to see there's an extractor being taken. Extractor's already almost done for blue. Before the pool even finishes, he's going to get a queen probably right away. Come on, where's that queen? Queen's coming up any second. There it is. Queen's already almost halfway done for red. These overlords are almost at the opponent's base. This one's taking a little side tour as it doesn't want to get killed by the queen that will be out by the time he arrives. Blue's making quite a number of lings. Red is still just droning up. Getting a roach warren pretty early. Well, not necessarily. He's just opting to not go for lings and go for roaches instead. Number of lings. We're getting a baneling nest, which we might, if blue manages to scout this, he will see the roach warren. So he might cancel the baneling nest, as banelings aren't very effective against roaches. They're not terrible, but certainly not the most effective unit you can create. Getting a lair, yep, and there's the cancel on the baneling nest. That lair is going to be created. Still just a nice little pile of lings. They do not have speed. 5 roaches in production for the red player. Nothing else coming out of him yet so far. Taking another extractor. He does have a bit of larva laying around he could use. Getting some roaches, getting another roach. Got these slowlings traversing across the map. However, they are going to be greeted by these red roaches and are, yes, unfortunately losing 2 lings for free. That's never good. Red just got 5 more drones, increasing his economy. We are currently at 19 drones to 16 drones, as the blue player did just make 2 spine crawlers to help defend against the imminent threat that is these roaches. Speed still has not yet been started for the blue player, despite the fact that the only unit tech that he has is for lings. I guess he can make queens and overseers and overlords and drones, but the only main combat unit he can make are these lings. And it looks like these spine crawlers will have enough time to pop up as the roaches are distracted with the lings And the roaches are instead just going to ignore the spines and run away. Not a single roach has died yet. One of them is very low in health, however, he's protected. And all these drones are going to flee. They're just going to run away. Roach is going to start chipping away at the spawning pool. And it looks like Blue... Oh, Blue's deciding to readjust his spine crawler position. Probably wanting to save that spawning pool, I would imagine. The spawning pool is pretty important to have. One roach goes down. The spawning pool does go down. These roaches get surrounded by the drones. Eaten up by the broodlings. All those roaches do die. One roach chilling outside, wondering where all his bros went. Probably kind of scared now. He's all alone. But it is 37 supply to 19 supply, with the distinct advantage going to red. Mainly because he has quite a few roaches. He does have 5. 8 now. Roaches are pretty good. However, he's using them. Nope, he might move out with them, but it looks like he's probably just going to stay on the defensive for now. Expansion going down for red. One roach, I guess he's the watch guard. Gonna let the hive mind know whenever these units move out. Not too many drones for Blue. He's only at 16 and he is mining both geysers, so his income is going to be pretty low. It's about 100 less than the red player. Got a handful of lings still in the metabolic boost. The spawning pool was recreated. Going for a spire. Interesting, we're going to see some one-base muta play. Lair is just about to finish for red. Roaches split up, but we have 13 roaches headed for Blue's base, which is going to be not the best situation, as he's not going to have those mutas out in time to help. That ling will get destroyed. Spire's almost done, but it's still going to take quite a bit of time. He'll be able to get, depending on how many minerals he saves and doesn't put into lings, he might be able to get up to 7 mutas. Nope, right now we can only get 3. Fourth one. How's gonna fill a fourth? Roaches are obviously they're out of reach of the spines. Roaches are gonna run all the way around, try to avoid the spines, it seems. Meanwhile, this expansion is up. It is starting to get filled with the drones. We have all these roaches here. These roaches are just gonna take the spine head on, or not. Decide to leave it standing. Gets a few more hits off, and now the mutas are out. And we got the roaches, we got the lings. We have all the drones running away. We have 2 spine crawlers. And the roaches are instead deciding to focus on the lair as opposed to these lings. Or the spine crawler. We now have quite a few mutas out. And the lair does not go down. Not very many losses there for our blue player. In fact, red has yet to kill a single worker, despite both of those roach attacks. He did kill the spawning pool, and there he managed to kill pretty much only a spine and get the lair down to half health, but it will regenerate its health, although very slowly. And these mutas are now headed over to red's base. He does not have any anti-air other than his queen. He's getting up a Hydralisk den. Has decided not to get an Evo chamber for spores quite yet. His income is pretty high. He's at about 1,000 to 1,000 each. 1,800 for red. Blue might want to move into the main base. Looks like a double Hydralisk den play. Interesting choice, as you only need 1 Hydralisk den to make Hydralisks, and there's only 1 upgrade, so I'm gonna guess that's a misclick. Kinda sucks for him. But these drones are gonna get chased down. Lots of them are gonna die. So far at 17, 18 worker kills, and the mutas pop, or the Hydralisks pop out, my bad. And these mutas are going to probably die. Nope, they're just gonna fly away. But that is quite a few Hydras. There's no way those mutas are gonna be able to do any more damage unless a lot more mutas are made. Finally, both players are getting metabolic boost. It's about to finish for red, and it was just started for blue. However, red does not have any Zerglings on the field, so... Whereas blue does have quite a few, and he's making a couple more. Seems to have Added a couple onto his Mutalisk flock. There's not too much he's going to be able to do. He will be able to get these. He could probably, well, he could easily kill this Overlord. Could probably get this one too. Depends on the reaction speed of our red player. Blue does have the supply advantage now at this point in the game. Flyer attack +1. 10 more lings just got made. And all of those drones are going to die. Here come the Hydralisks eventually. And the Mutas are just going to fly away, taking minimal damage. Flyer attack +1 is being started. Queen needs to inject that lair, get all that larva. Gonna have some speedlings soon. These Mutas are actually tearing apart this base quite well. Blue with good control with his Mutas. Hardly any damage taken from those Hydralisks. In fact, I'm not sure how many, but the workers killed count is at 28 for Blue. It was rather high. It's a lot of drones killed. And Blue does have the worker lead by 5, which is interesting. Blue did just get his second base up. These Mutas are going to fly in. There are no Hydralisks because the Hydralisk decided to stay at the natural. This Queen's going to die very quickly. Going to pick off an Overlord or two. Hydras just started moving. Going to get a second Overlord. Will they get third? Nope, they decide to fly away, with no more damage being done. Queens are not being remade yet for the red player. Flyer attack 1 is being almost complete. Red making sure to micro those Hydras. Try and get the attacks. Getting more drones for each player, 3 each. Where Blue is getting his another Queen. 7 Overlords for the red player. He is supply blocked, but I think 7 might be a little bit too many. That's quite a lot of minerals to invest in supply. That a game that could end rather quickly, actually, with all these lings moving out, and he might catch these Hydras in the middle of the map. That would certainly be interesting to see how that fight ends. But the Hydras do retreat back into the base. They're just gonna chill there. The Mutas are gonna fly over here, pick off this Overlord. I'm not sure where he was going. I wanted to go check out the scenery. Hydras are moving. More drone kills for the blue player. These lings are still just chilling. There's no drones here at this base. Blue does have excellent map control this game. And it looks like red just got fed up and decided to leave. He was at a pretty bad disadvantage though. Look at the workers killed count at the end of the game was 32 workers. That is 1,600 minerals worth of workers only in constructing them. That doesn't even count the cost of losing those workers and then the lost mining time as a result from that. Double Hydralisk Den was that was a little bit of a waste of minerals. And the Hydras are obviously much more immobile than the blue Mutalisks, which could go from base to base much quicker than the Hydras can. And we had all these lings down here, which could have easily wiped out this expansion while the Hydras were preoccupied trying to hold off the Mutas. That might even be enough lings to just straight up wipe out all those Hydras. So really well done by the blue player. The Muta Micro was very good. He took hardly any damage from those Hydralisks. Got out just in time to avoid the attacks from the Hydras. Knew just when to bail. Didn't engage directly, as he probably would have lost. It's quite a lot of Hydralisks. Probably more Hydralisks than he has Mutas. Yes, more Hydralisks than Mutas. So it's quite possible the Mutas would have straight up lost. Though the Mutas did have +1. Hydralisks were still 0-0. But we will not know. We'll not know in this game because red decided to just straight up leave and deprive us of that. What a jerk. What a mean-spirited guy. Didn't decide to finish out the game, although he was pretty far behind. If you would like me to cast a game for you, once again, my name is Cookie King. And if you have a game that you would like for me to cast for you, I would be glad to do so. Simply send me an email with your replay file attached, and that's all I need. all I need is that email with your replay file attached. It'd be nice to have a little description of what happened to the game, something you're proud of about in the game. And I will be sure to cast that game that you send me as soon as I am able to. Right now, Thanksgiving's coming up pretty soon, so I'm going to be pretty preoccupied for the next week. So it might be a while before I get a couple more casts out, but I'm trying to get out as many as I can before I do leave for Thanksgiving break, just for you guys. So make sure to watch all my videos. You don't have to watch all of them, I guess. Just watch the ones you think sound interesting, look cool, but watch as many as you can, as I appreciate that very much. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to have a happy day and just be happy. See you guys later. Keep watching my videos and subscribe. Peace out.